What do you want to be? You have a goal, right? What is it? What do you want to be? What do you want to do in this world? Why do you think God put you on this planet? Or if you're an atheist, why do you think the universe amalgamated the atoms that made you and put you right here? Why do you think you exist? What is the point? You're reaching adulthood, you probably need to be facing these questions one way or the other. You're going to come across these questions. I know they seem hard. Like, what do you want to be? Why do you think you're here? How can you contribute to this planet? How can you contribute to the country? What are your what are your values that you can provide to the economy? What are the values that you can provide to the society? How much money do you want to be making? What is what is your dream job? Do you even want to get a job? If you're in school or college right now, your goal probably looks something like this. And correct me if I'm wrong. If you're in school, you either want to get into a really good college. If you're in a college, you probably are in a okay to good college right now. You want to get into, or you want to get into like a good government college, right? So the fees is very high, and the degree actually has a weightage. And you want to pass with good grades, or at least want to get a degree from that good college. Then you want to be able to get a good paying job, and then you want to get a promotion every single year. Or more realistically, you probably haven't planned anything beyond getting a job. That's your end goal, right? Get a good paying job so that you can support your family. But be honest with me right now, and you might be getting bored right now, but just be honest. Stay with me for a minute. Be honest. Do you genuinely actually want to get a job? And I'm not shitting on jobs right now. Like, things are important. Like, we do need engineers, we do need doctors, Excel sheet workers, we do need every people, right? Jobs are important. That's why they exist. But do you specifically want to get a job? And this is something that I would ask, or this is the advice that I would give to my younger brother. So this is like really legit. So if you're gonna click off after I'm done asking you this question, okay? Do you genuinely want to get a job? Like, is that something that's going to make you happy? What if money was out of the equation? So imagine we live in a world where money doesn't exist. Money doesn't exist, right? And you have to do something that you really like because you're not going to get out anything out of it. Like it should genuinely fulfill you, right? It should make you happy. If you have to do something like that, what would it be? Would it be a fucking job, really? To be yelled at by your lady boss? Like, that's a stereotype. Fine, that's a stereotype that I created in the channel. So I repeatedly insult people who get jobs, who want to get jobs, because I'm very against that. I think it's like a flawed system. I know that's how things work as well, but really think about this. Do you really want to get a job? And I'm not shitting on you if you do. Like, if you want to be a doctor, help people, um, cure cancer, you want to become an engineer and develop the structure of the economy, very well, bro. I'm very proud of you. But most people don't. I don't want to be helping people by becoming a doctor. I don't want to improve the infrastructure of the society. I don't want to be doing that. Do you actually want to be doing that? Or is it something that your parents told you is the easiest way for you to be making money that they think is the right path for you? Or worse yet, that's the only way that your parents know how to make money. Your father's probably not a businessman, or if he is, then he probably still wants you to get like a degree, like a good degree in a college. Like, most big businessmen don't have a degree. Have you ever thought of that? They just started stupid early. What does that say? What does that tell you? Why you want to learn business? If you want to learn business, that is, why do you want to learn business from a professor who makes like 20,000 rupees a month? 30, 40, even 50,000 rupees a month. That's still low pay, bro. Like, I would be proud if I'd be making this money, but I wouldn't be proud making that money when I'm 40 years old, bro. I'm 19 right now. I want to be making good amount of money. What is your actual goal? Do you want to get a job because your friends are getting a job? or your friends want to get a job. They want to get into that fancy private college, and that's why you also want to get into a college. Like most of your decisions, most of your desires are are just influenced by other people. You want to get a degree not because you actually want to get a degree. You want to get a degree because your parents want you to get a degree, because your father wants to see you graduated, because your father wants you to be well off. He wants to give you better education than he had by all means. He's doing a good job as a father, but are you doing a good job? Like you'd be good doing a good job if you actually like listen to him, be a good son and all that shit. But have you really thought about it? Like your dreams, your desires, and your reality are going to be just as realistic as your family and your friends let them be. I'll repeat that. Your dreams, your desires, and your reality are only going to be as realistic as your parents or as your friends and family let them be. That's sad, bro. You want to get a degree and a job only because your parents told you it's the easiest path for you to be making money. And only because your friends' parents told them it's the easiest way to make the most amount of money. And you are influenced by your friends because you don't want to be the black sheep in your crowd, because you don't want to be the odd one out. You don't want to be the only guy that's not going to college, that's not having fun, that's not going to parties. You don't want to be the only kid that's home alone without friends, working tirelessly on his laptop. You don't want to be that kid because it's uncomfortable. So I'm going to leave I'm going to leave you with this one last question. And this is an actionable step if you want to take action and actually like have this video have some impact in your life, which I would really appreciate if it would. Just ask and answer this one question. What is your deepest, darkest desire? Even if it is like a product of childhood trauma. Like if even if you want like if you even if you want to be like a thousand women, if that's a desire that you have because your mother didn't love you enough, or because your father was away all childhood, even if that's a desire that you have is which is like a product, which is like a maybe a degenerate desire, but what is your deepest, darkest desire? Please, for once in your life, actually know what you want, bro. You're going to ruin your life if you keep living the way others want you to. If you keep doing or keep believing in things that others want, you'll never feel fulfilled. You'll never actually find your purpose. And you'll always feel out of place. Getting a job is awesome, bro. Do it if you want. If you actually want. Getting a 9 to 5 is awesome if you actually want that. Living a middle class lifestyle, if that's actually what you want, do it, bro. I come from a lower middle class family, and my father and my parents have worked tirelessly to take us from lower middle class to the upper middle class. And I'm working tirelessly to get us even further beyond that. I am aware of my purpose. I know how much money I want to be making. I know how much respect I want to have in the society. I know what I'm going to be worth. Do you know, bro? Do you actually truly know who you want to be? Because unless you find that out, unless you know what you actually want and not what you think you want because of your parents and your friends and your family and your cousin and that guy and this guy, unless you find that out, you're never going to actually be fulfilled. You're always going to be that sad dad, that's sad dad meme from that one animated movie. You're always going to be that guy. So find out for yourself what you actually want. And I don't want this video to be too long, so I'll be finishing this video with my own deepest, darkest desire. And I know this video probably won't get a lot of views, so let's just keep it between us. My deepest, darkest desire is to be able to do whatever the fuck I want to do. I want to be able to do something and have it done. Want something and have it by me. And to never be said no to. That's it. That's what I want. So my deepest, darkest desire is ultimate power. It's not even money, but money and power like mutually exclusive, inclusive. That's it. That's for the video. Thank you for watching. I'm building a community of high value men or men who want to become high value. If you think you're one of them, subscribe to my channel right now so you can become part of this community and I can help you in your own self improvement journey where we use just like this every Monday and Thursday. And I'll see you in the next video.